Stadium in South Africa. That's on Friday, the 10th of October, while they return to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, that's in Uyo, for their last of the qualifiers against the Republic of Benin on the 14th of October, that's Tuesday. And these two games are actually must win for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That's to boost their chances of qualifying for the World Cup. As well, the destiny still lies somehow, some way in the hands of the opponents, especially South Africa and the Benin Republic, who are both above Nigeria in this group for qualification. Well, it's been crazy looking at the run in this last few weeks, especially after that FIFA verdict from the disciplinary committee. The sanctions were actually meted out, and of course, I can give it to you straight on. That is exciting stories from here on for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The camp is already swell with arrivals. Yesterday we saw the camp of the Nigerian men's national team open, and that was at the Ranch Hotel in Polokwane, South Africa. Well, amongst the early arrivals at the camp of coaches, we are other members of the backroom staff arriving. Players are also arriving via the Johannesburg. That's straight from their different locations. We know that training is set to kickstart today, and a lot of people are now watching out for how those boys will get on, with the action. Right there, you can hear the sound of the arrivals from many of them. And I'm seeing pictures right there. Eric Sekushel is coaching staff, some of them already in there, and some players are also starting to arrive right there. So yes, we'll give you a more comprehensive lowdown on our subsequent bulletins right here on the Sport Desk, as well as on our shows. Remember, we are also on TV, BCS television right there. So quite a number of things to watch out for. Yesterday we actually did see first boys from Ikene, that's Remo Stars, actually filling the air with some razzmatazz as they won 2-0 against Wikitoris in the NPFL. Remember, their own date was with Monday Night Football, and it was quite something looking at how they got the job done rather in one fall. So just when you thought they wouldn't be able to get any goals, they did, and 2-0 victors right there for them. Well, of course, exciting moments right there for Remo Stars as they played in Abeokuta yesterday. Also, we told you yesterday that the game that was pushed, it was altered due to the heavy downpour that's between Rangers International, and Rangers did eventually win. A goal from Godwin Obaje and showed that everything went their way at the ending of the day. So that's how it is right there on that particular front. Well, of course, going on further with the stories that we have right here this morning. Netherlands scorer Memphis Depay he will miss the start of the international break. After reporting that his passport was stolen in Brazil, where he actually plays for Corinthians. He should actually have traveled to the Netherlands on Sunday evening, but he was unable to make the trip. Ronald Koeman's side face World Cup qualifiers away at Malta on Thursday, and they will be at home to Finland on Sunday. While the Dutch Federation, that's the KNVB, said the pay was doing everything it can to make the journey as soon as possible. For the national team head coach Ronald Koeman, they said that this is unfortunate, primarily for Memphis, but also for the team. He says you naturally want to start your international preparations with a full squad. At the same time, there are circumstances beyond the control, and they hope that he can indeed travel to join at the training camp as soon as possible. Just a reminder that Depay is double against Lithuania last month, so he moved ahead of Robin van Persie and become the Netherlands all-time top scorer with 52 international goals right there. It's crazy actually looking at that run for Memphis Depay and how his career has gone, and a lot of people already saying, waiting to happen. Anyways, it's huge interesting stories right there that we have for everyone from the ever exciting world of sport, and I know that there will be quite a lot more to come. Reminder also that in the NPFL it's been just 7 match days and there are 3 managerial casualties already. Of course, we told you yesterday that something did happen to Sani, was booted out, and Benga Ogumbote is the name on the lips of many to replace this man. We wait to see how it becomes official, if there will be changes, but be rest assured that we will serve you details as JC comes right there from the stables where it comes from. Well, we have Aluma, Ikenoba also on the radar right now, talking about those who have had, sanctions, suspensions, or ultimatums, and issues right there with the club. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting actually looking at the further details of what we have right there from that particular side. So yeah, juicy stories, interesting stories, and he will be keeping you locked on with all the fine details of everything that we've gotten right here on this side. There's a lot actually to touch on, talking about football this morning, and of course, a lot of people are talking about Harry Kane is going to return to the Premier League. He's done his beat right in the Bundesliga, but he said his interest in returning to the Premier League has cooled, and he's willing to open talks with Bayern Munich over a new contract. So yeah, that's how it is. Talking about Harry Kane, and yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Well, the international break is here, and yes, a lot of people already waiting for some things right there. That's to mention Wales. We're talking about the squad strength for England. Well, the Wales boss talking about Craig Bellamy. He says England's squad strength is ridiculous. Well, he's looking at the number of players that they have, the quality in depth that they have, in comparison with his own side, and he's thinking, well, this squad get us a B. Maybe these people don't go to windows anyhow. Anyways, that's what he thinks right there, and yeah, it might just be. Okay, yeah, we have this one from John Stones of Manchester United, and yeah, he did reveal, earlier on that injury made him think about retiring last season. He has been actually, beleaguered with quite a number of injuries and plagued with injuries over his Manchester City career. For someone who stood very tall before joining Manchester City and then going on to Manchester City, playing in different roles, showing his versatility and how strong he can be, how brilliant he can be on the ball. Well, John Stones has not really been seen much of in the past couple of years due to injuries, and it's worrisome. And now it messes with the psyche of the players. Well, of course, this guy will be hoping that he kicks back strong, and of course a lot more people get back on his side. We also have this one coming from Spurs, and Tottenham says Herrick rules out Spurs takeover bid after approach. That's interesting. So we'll see what happens right there, from there. Well, a lot of things happening right there. Well, Wayne Rooney questioning the work ethic of lost Salah. He describes Salah as lost. That's quite interesting. That's very interesting. Coming from Wayne Rooney, questioning the work ethic of Salah, who he says looks lost in this onslaught side that we've seen this season. Well, it only takes a couple of bad results before people come pouring on you, and yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, there's this one. Well, Murphy saying Tuchel must have eyes on Grealish. Yes, Jack Grealish must be on the radar for England again. That's coming from Murphy, a former international, who says yes, Tuchel must actually look at him, patronage at him, and see if he can draft him, right there. That's talking about Danny Murphy speaking right there. Yeah, back to the tabloids, where we're looking at what is happening right there. Liverpool might just be smarting from something, as we've seen that Bayern are interested in Palace's Margay, and yeah, it's going to be interesting how that goes for them. Alright, moving on with what we have right here in front of us. A lot of people already talking about LeBron James and that teaser he dropped about his decision in a cryptic post that he posted right there. Well, some people say he's arguably the basketball's greatest ever player, but before he started third season in the NBA, on speculation about his future already rife, well, is LeBron James about to announce his retirement plans? That's one thing that a lot of people actually are thinking about and watching out for. Well, he dropped something on the social media channels yesterday, and it's gotten fans of the LA Lakers superstar wondering if he is ready to call time on his court career. He's 40 years of age, and yes, a teaser video for The Second Decision, that's the title, The Second Decision, shows him sitting down across from another man on the basketball court with the caption, The Decision of All Decisions, October 7th. Interesting. Well, this reminds of what came true as the title was The Decision back in 2010. That was when, in a televised announcement from a gym, LeBron James, LBJ, revealed he was leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers to join the Miami Heat. And later on today, we'll be thinking it will be around, let's say, 5 p.m. thereabouts, maybe 5, maybe 6 p.m. thereabouts. People are already keeping tabs, switching on notifications on the social media handles today, looking at if he would reveal something similarly significant for his career. He turns 41 in December and has already made plenty of history in the game, actually, so yeah, you have to give him that. Last season, he became the first player in NBA history to score 50,000 combined points across regular season and playoff games. Well, in April, his influence actually went beyond sports, and of course it was actually shown. He was in full gear when he became the first professional male athlete to be honored as a Ken doll by Barbie makers Mattel. In the NBA also, let's remind you that no other player has made it to a 23rd season. Since being drafted first overall by hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in 2003, switching to the Heat in 2010, and then joining the Lakers in 2018, LeBron James has won 4 league titles and broken a host of records. And one of those records came after his son, Bronny, was drafted by the Lakers in 2024, and he became the first father-son duo to share the courts in an NBA game. Well, of course, last week, a reminder that he actually told us he was excited about the opportunity to be able to play the game that he loves for another season. Well, we will be looking at that and see what is going to serve us right there, talking about his decision of there. Alright, let's go to the world of tennis, where yesterday so Britain's Cameron Norrie was left to rue missed opportunities as he was beaten by rising teenage star Leonard Tien in the Shanghai Masters third round. Well, what number 33, Cameron Norrie fell 7-6, 7-4, 6-3 to the American on another hot and humid evening. Norrie came back from a breakdown in the first set and served for the opener before Tien regrouped to take the eventual tiebreaker. Well, Tien is ranked 36th in the world, just 3 places off him. Won 4 of the final 5 games to set up a meeting with former world number 1 Daniil Medvedev. And yes, he has beaten Medvedev twice this year. That's in a memorable 5-setter at the Australian Open, and again in the semi-finals of last week's China Open, where the Russian was forced to retire with cramps. Well, the 19-year-old went on to reach the 4th round in Melbourne and has beaten 2 top 5 players this year in Medvedev and Lorenzo Musetti. He was actually beaten in the China Open final by world number 2 Yannick Sinner, who was forced to retire injured in Shanghai yesterday also. So yeah, incredible stories right there for those guys, and it looks like we'll have a very funky day talking about the ever exciting world of sports. Well, I would not do without saying congratulations to a member of the Akili Bombers team. That's talking about JT himself, Samuel, strong defender, a man who is now given birth to a wonderful baby. Well, the baby will now become another member of the Akili Bombers. And of course, we have to talk about the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State football team, popularly known as the Akili Bombers. There was a courtesy visit to the chairman of the corporation, our own mama herself. Ain't nobody dapper than Chief Mrs. Dotun Oluyole. Yesterday, joined us in unveiling the new set of jerseys, promising that they will continue supporting the Akili Bombers in their quest to keep on putting forth glory, shining forth with strong performances right there in their challenges and doing beautiful stuff, as well as talking about the Akili Arena. Yes, so it's a big thank you to the chairman for what she's done for the Akili Bombers. Yes, this is BYU on the show this morning. I am Victor Perez, Sporting Pit on a Tuesday. Tomorrow will come your way again. Have a blessed day.
To farm is to gain, and to gain is to live well. Plant and nurture You'll never regret it.
Akéde ìbáwí, akéde ìkìlọ̀, akéde ìṣúná, akéde òwò, akéde àṣà, akéde ìròyìn, akéde ètò, akéde Ìbàdàn, àwọn akéde nítawà.
Ó pè ọ́ kó o kéde ọjà rẹ nílé akéde Olúyọ̀lé FM 98.5 kíkéde ọjà rẹ kó lè kún níbàárà rẹ la.
Àmì òjèjì rédíò tí ó láfiwé Olúyọ̀lé FM àwa ni bàbá. Àmì òjèjì rédíò tí ó láfiwé Olúyọ̀lé FM àwa ni bàbá.
Bójúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o. Ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o, ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni. Ẹ̀kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o. Ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ lèmi o. Ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìròyìn kárí ayé màlélẹ́yìn o. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Etí ni ó lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lùkọ́ yìí. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ̀tẹ́ ti balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọgbọ́ o. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà Olúyọ̀lé FM. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ajílété FM ẹ tún máa gbọ́ wa lásìkò kan náà. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Òkè Ògùn FM tó wà lálága. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó kún kẹ́kẹ́. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú ilé nínú mọ́tò tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Abẹ́ Praise ó tún ti yá ká tún jọgbọ́ Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn rẹ̀ o.
Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yìí a kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí ètò wa Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ àtúpọ̀lọ́wọ́ Elédùà tó tún fún wa ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti péjú pèsè sórí ètò náà wòye àná la mọ̀ ń dágbére Olúwa ò ṣe o adúpẹ́ fún òjò òtura tẹ̀ tún ṣẹ́lulẹ̀ fún wa ní àárọ̀ òní.
ìṣèlú dàbí mọ́ wà.